Uganda police say they regret firing live bullets that killed more than 50 people during demonstration against the arrest of opposition politician Bobi Wine.
Here's a summary of the article.
Uganda police say they regret recent altercation that lead to some of them firing live bullets that killed more than 50 people during the demonstration against the arrest of Robert Kyagulanyi, Bobi Wine. The director of police in charge of operations, Mr. Edward Okom, said past the apology noted that the firing of live bullets to disperse crowds was uncalled for, saying that police officers could have used tear gas instead. The circumstances under which we lost those lives is really regrettable, and it would have been avoided if our officers had used tear gas to disperse the protesters. However, there is a scientific investigation going on to establish which guns fired the live bullets, and I can assure you those officers who did will be individually held accountable, he said. Wine, whose real is Robert Kyagulanyi, was arrested in eastern Uganda November 18 morning for allegedly contravening electoral guidelines which require candidates not to have more than 200 supporters at a rally so as to curb the spread of COVID-19, according to police. The police defended their action by claiming that the opposition were in the breach of laid-down measures to curb the spread of coronavirus. Bobi Wine, 38, and a pop star turned politician, is seen by many as the new face of Uganda's opposition. He faces an uphill task in his country's politics, particularly since expressing his intention to bring to an end the long-running rule of 76-year-old President Yoweri Museveni.
This post received a score of 4,000, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Sanctions against this genocidal regime when
and homophobic regime which wanted to kill gays.
American politicians and evangelical donors pushed Uganda to pass that law in the first place. If America wanted to stop this, we'd jail the Americans who fund this shit. Whoa whoa whoa, hey now. If we went around hauling off politicians and business folks to jail for their crimes, who would run our country and trickle that sweet sweet goodness down on us?
I tell you what, I'm starting to think this might not be lemonade after all.
Golden shower economics.
My bad.
Yay, sorry for shooting in a crowd of people, it was an accident, happens to the best of us.
They regret being caught rather than doing it in the first place, surely?
Yeah, regret is a pretty weak word when it comes to purposely murdering more than 50 people.
I mean, I hate to be that parent, but what do they think their punishment should be? They clearly believe it was wrong.
They regret shooting at people and killing 50 in the process? They regret? Somehow that doesn't feel enough.
Oh, and they're sorry.
We're very sorry that you feel upset about your murdered loved ones.
I'm sorry if I've offended anyone by killing 50 people. I meant no offense, truly.
So Uriwai. Laying naked in front of a fire. Suriwai. Looking back over shoulder like they've got a secret. We're sorry.
In case anyone doesn't get the reference.
Praise the dark Cthulhu, long may he reign.
Yeah, the people shot and their families share in your regret.
I went to school in Uganda for a year, 2004, when Kony was still a big thing. I can guarantee those police officers do not regret a thing. There was a day we were at a stadium in Mbale watching school soccer finals and the riot police were lounging around everywhere in case things got rowdy. Two competing schools started fighting and someone lit a bus on fire and the riot police started shooting tear gas and actual bullets around.
What's the story behind that? Your parents took you to Uganda in 2004 for a year?
Pretty much, yes. They weren't with me, though. I could write a book about my entire experience there and a lot of it would sound like made-up stuff.
Wow, I imagine so.
There was a time the entire town was terrified because Kony had apparently moved closer south and people were preparing for a mass exodus. It was like the middle of the night and we could hear bangs and explosions at a very far distance. But then we found out it was just some people that had set off some fireworks in a building accidentally.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.